Hey guys, in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you step-by-step guide on exactly how you can actually set up Zoho email for your businesses and for your personal use. So by using Zoho email, it actually allow you to use, you can have your email and your own domain name.com. So it make it more professional. And one of the advantage of you using Zoho email is the fact that they have Android app and for iOS. So you can actually download your app and start using your business name as normal Gmail that people send and receive email. So you'll be wondering, why are we using Zoho email instead of we using maybe your hosting provider, maybe Namecheap or Hostinger? So I actually love using Zoho email because it gives you that freedom. You can be able to download your app and actually use the business email just like you are sending message on Gmail or other mail platform. So I'm also, whenever you actually want to migrate your website from one hosting to another, you can actually maintain your the same business email without actually need to lose it. If you are using your name provider like a hosting provider, there's high probability that when you migrate your website from one hosting to another, you might lose your business email. So that is why I would actually recommend you use Zoho email. So I will actually showed you how you can set it up, how you can connect your website to Cloudflare, and how you can change your DNS record, because all the video I've watched on YouTube, they all go in depth about this process. So the first thing you have to do is obviously to sign up to get started with Zoho.com. So I'm going to drop the link inside the description if you want to join this platform. So I'm going to enter my email over here. So this is my email that I actually want to use. So you can use any email, maybe your personal email, Gmail or Yahoo Mail for registration. So and you are going to choose your name. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be choosing my name, then later on choose the business name I actually want to use. Then the next thing is to choose your password. So I'm going to choose the password I have intention of using, then actually agree the terms and conditions. So I'm going to agree the terms and conditions. So let me scroll down a little bit, then click on agree. So I'm going to sign up. You can actually sign up with your Gmail or Facebook. So as you can see, they've sent a OTP to this particular email that I've used to register. So let me go over to my email. So as you can see, I got in a message from Zoho.com. So I'm going to open the email. So let me scroll down a little bit, open this particular email over here, then copy the code I got, copy, then come over to Zoho email. So I'm going to paste the code over here, then click on verify. So that is the first thing you are supposed to do to be able to get access to Zoho email. So as you can see, it's going to set up an hosting plan for us, which is free. This one is loading up. So let me show you the pricing of Zoho email. Zoho email actually give you unlimited, like you can actually get it at just $777 yearly. And you can actually try them for free, like 100% free. And this particular hosting will give you domain and different features that you need for your businesses. So let me go back and see. As you can see, so I'm going to save this password, then scroll down a little bit. So those are the features that's available. But right now, I want to try this particular hosting or email hosting for free. I don't want to pay because I only want to set it up. Then after I've gotten some maybe theme, I can be able to upgrade. So I'm going to click on try for free. So I'm going to try it for free without paying. So as you can see, the next thing for us now is to actually add our domain name, the domain name you actually want to use. So if you don't have it already, you can actually buy domain name with Zoho and it's going to do the connection automatically. But if you have already existing domain name hosted on a separate hosting provider, you are going to use this option. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be using my website, which is called shoptowu.com, and I actually want to achieve this particular business email support@shoptowu.com. So this is how we are going to go about it. Normally, I'm supposed to actually, because this website is hosted with Hostinger, I'm supposed to go over to Hostinger to change my DNS record and others. But it's kind of very, very difficult because sometimes it might conflict with some email provider, like the settings that is there. So most of the time, I would actually recommend you sign up for Cloudflare. So Cloudflare is an online tool that allow you to actually manage your DNS records and be able to have a clean website. So as you can see, I have several websites using Cloudflare, and Cloudflare actually secure your website from any attack from any website. So any attack from any bot or any hacker. So I'm going to add this website to Cloudflare. So this is the first thing I'm going to do. So let me refresh. So as you can see, I'm going to paste the domain name over here. So paste, like, let me go back again. So copy the domain name, which is shoptowu.com. Copy, then come over to Cloudflare over here. So I'm going to paste it, then actually remove the HTTP. So you have to remove the HTTP. So and use the only the .com version. So I'm going to choose the option of scan DNS record, so which is very much okay. Scan the DNS record, and it's going to scan the current DNS record to make adjustments. So I actually love Cloudflare because it gives me a lot of customization, and you can see how it's going to be easier for us to set up this Zoho email successfully. So I'm going to choose the free plan. We are not paying any money, so we are going to choose the free plan for now. So let's scroll down a little bit. So as you can see, it's actually scanning the current domain name. Mind you, this website is hosted on Hostinger. So I'm going to drop the link to Hostinger. You are going to get a free coupon code if you use the link inside the video description. So as you can see, let's see. It's still scanning, so I think we should wait a little bit for it to scan finish. So as you can see, it has scanned the website, and these are the name record that is available on the website. So I'm going to actually click on activate, like continue to activate it. So I'm going to click on continue to activate this website. So as you can see, like right now, we have to actually copy these two name records and add it to our domain registrar. So by domain registrar, we mean the where you actually bought the domain name and where the domain name is being hosted, not your hosting. You might have, for example, this particular website is hosted with it's actually hosted with Hostinger, and I actually bought the domain name from PopBunk. So right now I have to come over to PopBunk and not Hostinger. You have to know that. Come to PopBunk. So I'm going to find the website, so name record, which is very important. So these are the information I have to change over here. So all I have to do is to go over to Cloudflare. So I'm going to copy the first name record, copy, then actually come over here, paste it. So I'm going to delete the current one. So this current one are from Hostinger, so I'm going to delete them. So delete, then come over to Cloudwave, then actually paste it once again, then click on submit. So right now, okay, I've submitted it, then come over to Cloudwave once again to tell them that I've done the connection. So if you have already done your website connection with Cloudwave, you have to actually skip it. I'm going to drop maybe a timestamp so that you can be able to skip to the next thing. So right now, I'm going to wait for like 24 hours. Normally it's supposed to take like 15 or 20 minutes for it to propagate very well. Then we can now continue our setup with Zoho email. Guys, after waiting for some minutes, as you can see, we have our website configured. Great news. Cloudflare is now protecting our website. So the next thing we are supposed to do right now, after we have added our website to Cloudflare, so let me go over to my website. I'm going to copy my domain name over here, copy my domain name, then come over to Zoho email, then click on this add new email. We want to add our email. So as you can see, so I'm going to paste the URL over here, then actually change the HTTP. So I'm going to choose the organization email, so which is shop-to-woo. So let me copy shop-to-woo. I'm going to paste it over here. So let me give it a space, then actually capitalize this one. So this will also have to make it capital letter. So I'm going to choose the industry. So this particular domain name should be, I think, let me choose. Okay, I can choose financial services. So I'm going to click on add this new email. So add this new email. So as you can see, congratulations, your domain name shop-to-woo added successfully. So the next thing we have to do is to proceed to verify this email. So I'm going to click on verify the email, then actually showed you what you're going to do next. So obviously this method is very, very simple and very straightforward. As you can see, verify your domain ownership. So you can log into your DNS records, or you can configure it manually. So let's configure it manually, because that one is very, very easy. So the first thing we are supposed to do, as you can see, they identify that we are using Cloudflare. So we have to use this, we have to add this record to our Cloudflare. So let's assume that we go over to Cloudflare. So we are going over to Cloudflare, then come over to our DNS record. Come over to our DNS record. As you can see my screen. So as you can see, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Then I'm going to add a new record. So let's go over to it. They said we should add a test record. Test record. So I'm going over to this option, then click on add. So I'm going to choose the record I want to add, which is test record. So you are going to search for test records among this option. Okay, so this is this TST record. Then go over to Zoho email once again. So we are going to leave the host to 0 or at. So I'm going to copy the test value, then actually paste. So I'm going to paste the test value over here, paste the test value, then actually add to this value, then actually click on save this particular settings. So as you can see, we successfully added this particular record, which is the first thing you have to do. So go over to Zoho email. So let's scroll down a little bit. So then click on verify test record, So we verify the first one. So there are different ones you have to do. So right now, over here, you are going to choose your business email. So like before this video, I said I want to achieve support at shop2woo.com. So I'm going to actually choose support at shop2woo.com. So I'm going to choose support instead of my own personal name. Once again, let me try to copy so that I will not make mistake at all. So let me try to copy this support, then come over to it. So I don't want to make mistake because this one is already on my website. So I'm going to click on create. As you can see, we have support at shop2woo.com. Create. So as you can see, this is the admin of this particular hosting provider. So you can add multiple admin. You can set up a group for like 2 or 3 persons to handle your email, but I will not be doing that right now. So I will just click on proceed to group setup or back to the hosting. So let me check group proceed to the DNS mapping. So it's very, very important. So let me proceed to DNS setup. So as you can see, automatic DNS mapping. Let's do it manually, because manually will be very, very much okay for us. So over here, you are going to actually update all these MS records, which is very, very important. So the first thing is to go over to our DNS record once again. So try to check if there are existing DNS records from your hosting provider and try to delete them. So these are the DNS records that being migrated from my hosting provider. So you can't have 2 MS records. So you have to ensure you delete the current one. So let me try to delete this one. Click on edit, then also delete. So then delete. So as you can see, we don't have any existing MS records. So the next thing for us to do is to add our record. So I'm going to click on add a new record over here. Click on add a new record, and I'm going to choose MX record, which is MX record. Choose it. So as you can see, go over to Zoho email. So I'm going to copy this first record, which is Zoho MX Zoho. So I'll copy it, then come over to the value. So I'm going to paste it, then actually choose at for this purpose, then choose 10, like the value. Okay, I'm going to choose 10, which is the value, as you can see inside the configuration. So as you can see, it's 10. Then click on save. So as you can see, we successfully added the 50, the 20, and the 10 as being instructed inside this particular instruction. So let me scroll down a little bit to show you another one we are supposed to add. So we are going to add SPF record, so which is going to be test value. So I'm going to go over to Cloudflare again, click on add a new record over here. So I'm going to choose test record text record. So test record. Then what is the instruction? So the instruction is act. So we are going to use act for this option. Act. Then what again? So this value, we are going to actually get this view value. So we are going to copy this. Okay, replace the existing one with, okay. It seems that we are going to replace the existing one that is present on the website. So I'm going to copy it, then come over. So I'm going to scroll down to find the one we have already on the server. So this is the TS record. Okay, we are going to replace this one. So I'm going to click on edit. So as you can see, this is the one we have currently, which is not correct. So I'm going to replace it with the one we got from Zoho email. So ensure you actually follow up. It's very simple and very straightforward. Then click on save. So as you can see, we successfully replace it as being instructed inside this video. So as you can see, this is the one we have before, and we replace it with this one. So I'm going to click on OK. So the last one which we are going to do is to do the DKF record, so which is very, very important. So I'm going to go over to it again, once again, to the DNS record once again. Okay, we already have a record we want to add. So I'm going to go over to it, then copy this for our host. Copy this for our host. So our host is not going to be @1 again. It's going to be Zoho email @domain key. So, and also I'm going to get the value, copy the value over here, then actually paste the value over here. So we successfully paste the value, then click on save. So by this, I believe our domain name will be connected successfully, and we can be able to receive email whenever someone sends email to our support at shop2woo.com. So it's actually loading up. So as you can see, we are almost done. So right now that we added all the record, so if you actually miss out, ensure you rewind this video to actually follow up all these things that I've done. So I'm going over to Zoho email, then click on verify all record to see if we have done it correctly. As you can see, all record has been verified successfully. So we are good to go right now. So you can proceed with migration, like proceed to email migration. So maybe you have existing email, or you actually want to migrate it to your mobile app. You can download your mobile app from a Google Play Store or from Android Play Store. So if you have existing one, you can do that, but this is a fresh Gmail. So I'm going to proceed to the configuration, then click on proceed to setup completion. So we are done right now. Now that we are done with the setup and everything, so the next thing is to actually download your mobile app for iOS or from Android and actually log in with your details you used to register from the beginning. So, but let me show you that this particular setup is actually working. So I'm going to go over to my website. You know, we actually set up this support at shop2woo.com. So we are going to test it if it is working or not. So I'm going over to my gmail.com, then create a new email. So I'm going to actually paste the email, that particular email. I'm going to paste it over here. So I'm going to say testing, then actually send this particular testing once again. So we are going to send this particular test image to see if it's working. As you can see, it has been sent. So let's check our Zoho email if you actually got this particular mail. So I'm going to go over to it. So this is my email. As you can see, this is my email. So I'm going to go over to cancel this, then actually refresh. So as you can see, welcome to your console. So then actually close it. So as you can see, I'm going to check my email if I actually got that mail I sent. As you can see, this is our dashboard. So for us to check the email we actually sent recently, we are going to click on go over to email home. So it's going to load up the email interface for us to be able to check if we actually got the testing email we sent from our gmail.com. So I'm going to check. As you can see, this is the email, daily for sure testing. So this is the email we got. So I'm going to skip this, then check. I hope this video actually help you out, because I've checked several videos on YouTube. They've not really go in depth on the step-by-step on exactly how you can set it up. So if you actually want to set it up, like maybe you want someone to help you to do that, I can easily do that. All you have to do is just to message me. Like, you can send me a mail and I will completely help you to set it up without charging any money from you. I hope this video actually help you out. If you do, kindly subscribe and actually subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can be able to do more video just like this. Thanks. I will see you in my next video.